meow, meow, Audrey. Meow, meow.
And of course, we just got finished making dirt cakes. I still got mine while we're going to be talking to you today. The topic today is, dear stress, we are breaking up.
We're getting a divorce.
Yes, we are divorcing stress. Dear stress, let's get your books out, y'all, and write, dear stress, we are breaking up.
We're breaking up, y'all.
We're breaking up. We're breaking up. So we're going to go through a few pointers of stress and how it can affect you and how we can turn that negative thing around into a positive thing and not let the stress overtake us. Good conversation me and my cousin had yesterday. People can allow things to take them over, or they can take control over the things that's taking them over. So can turn that negative thing around into a positive thing and not let the stress overtake us. Good conversation me and my cousin had yesterday. People can allow things to take them over, or they can take control over the things that's taking them over. So we're going to teach ourselves how to handle stress. We're going to take back our joy. We're going to take back our joy and peace and happiness.
Yes.
And we're going to remove it. Move the stress out. Remove the stress out. Okay. So stress is our body's natural physical and mental response to challenges or changes. It may help you overcome obstacles and push yourself to new levels of personal growth. When your body's stress response system starts dysfunctioning, though the same feelings can become barriers and limit your ability to perform at your best. So when you start stressing, you ain't gonna function well. Your mind gonna be all over the place. You were supposed to been doing this, and then you done jumped on something else because you haven't calmed yourself down. You're letting whatever it is overtake you, take you over, overcome you. Don't do that. Don't allow stress to overcome you, because stress is a silent killer. I'm a witness. I had a stroke and found out that I had MS on top of that. So
all that stress
doing
for everybody, keeping everybody and all that.
Running, working. I was working 2 full-time jobs like I had a big family. And I was just really running myself. So when you, and my mom, even my mom, she was running her stuff a lot too. She would trying to feed everybody. She was trying to go to this house to pray for them. And I said, Mama, I know you want to do all of this, but sometimes you got to slow it down just a little bit. But she couldn't stop. She was still going. Every time somebody say, boo-boo, come on, she would say, okay. Yep. And sometimes, y'all, it's okay to say no.
Yes.
It's okay to miss 1 or 2 appointments.
Yes.
Now, I'm not talking about doctor's appointments now, y'all. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about appointments like going somewhere that you probably would have just be going. So you can miss a couple of events.
Yep.
Don't miss them all, but you can miss a few.
And take time for yourself, Mel.
Yes.
You know, like I have me a beauty day where I do my skin care, I do my own nails and work on myself, wrap myself to help with inch loss. And I take time for Audrey Jean, because I used to be just like Boo. And I kept running and doing. But now I take time for myself.
And now, by you taking time for yourself, you prevented yourself from getting sicker or having a stroke. Or, so that y'all get some rest. Get some rest. Take out time, like she said, for yourself, which I am going to do sometime this year. I pray I'm going to take me a trip Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then come back.
Okay, I want to
But I don't want my daddy to have a stroke. I see every time somebody goes for 3 days.
I told you I'll help with Boo.
I know you will.
I'll help with Boo.
But anyhow, y'all, physical symptoms of stress can include muscle tension.
Yep.
Tension type headaches or body pains.
Yes.
I was just telling the girl this morning. Back pain.
Yeah.
Chest pain.
Yes.
Or feeling that your heart is racing. Thank you, God, because I said, don't stress. Because I knew exactly where she was coming from. Stomach aches. Paleness and flushed skin. headaches, dizziness, or shaking, shortness of breath or rapid breathing, increased heart rate and elevated blood pressure,
Yes.
exhaustion or trouble sleeping, digestive issues like bloating, diarrhea, or nausea. So these are all symptoms of what stress includes physically wise.
Yep.
So you imagine if you're stressed now, okay, you ain't gonna be use the bathroom like you want to, because you stressing over what you can't, that bill you couldn't pay. Don't stress, y'all. Pray.
Yep.
Go to the Lord and
Now
pray.
you're singing that song, Jesus can work it out.
Yes, he can. He can work it out and pray.
Yep.
Prayer is what fixes things.
Mhm.
So with this being said, y'all, we just wanted to just speak shortly on it. It can cause now the emotional and the mental symptoms of stress
Yes.
is depression,
And anxiety.
anxiety, irritability, panic attacks, and sadness. I've been there before, y'all.
Yep.
I've been there before.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there before. My aunts had to pray for me hard because I was there. I had anxiety, irritability, depression, panic attacks, and I was sad the whole time my mom was in the hospital. She slept for 25 days. She was in the hospital for 30 days. I'm sorry. 30 days in the hospital, y'all. And 30 days in the hospital, 20 days in the nursing home. So 50 days away from home. You might well count 5 more to it because the first 2 days we was in the emergency room. So really that whole week, because she came back, said wasn't nothing wrong with her the first time.
Yeah.
And then that's when everything fell on her.
Yep.
And we had to take her right back. She couldn't eat. She liked to choke. Now that's when I lost my mama the first time.
Yeah.
When I fed her some food the first time we came back, fed her some food, she got choked on that carrot. And I just didn't know what to do, so we took her back. They said, well, the symptoms of a stroke, and I'm telling y'all this because I want y'all to know, if you're feeling the symptoms from a stroke, y'all, go get checked out right then. Have them to give you the medicine, TPA, if they'll give it to you, or just get checked out, period, because what happens is the symptoms of the physical part that happens after the stroke doesn't happen right then and there. Like, yeah, you might feel numbness and stuff like that, but the paralyzation and everything else that comes behind it, if that does come behind it in your situation, it don't come until a few days later. So you have to watch people that take blood pressure medicine. Make sure they're taking their medicine, drinking plenty of water. Just be careful, y'all. Just be careful. Recognizing stress. Ways to recognize stress includes paying attention to how deeply you are breathing. Taking note of
What do you mean? Wait a minute.
Pay attention how you're breathing. So if you're breathing like this, you're stressing. But if you breathing normal, and I do that sometimes, because I be in the bed and my heart is like, do, 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 do. I said, oh, wait a minute. You have a heart flutter a little bit sometimes. So pay attention to that, y'all. It says taking note of any overeating, compulsive shopping. Lord.
That's stress.
That's stress, because I do some compulsive shopping. Compulsive shopping or other unhealthy behaviors, since many people engage in these behaviors to relieve stress. So they said when you engage in doing a lot of shopping to relieve stress, you're still stressed.
But most times, Melvin, we can go shopping. We need what we gonna buy.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Compulsive shopping is we just saying going.
Oh, just buy.
Shopping like me and you get out right now and we don't know, we don't need nothing.
We don't just buy. Just buying it.
Just going and buy it.
Well, I do that sometimes, but not all the
stressful.
time. Gotcha. I got you. I don't do that then. Well, I'm glad you told me, y'all, because I thought I was compulsively shopping.
You were shopping so you need it.
Yes,
and sometimes you buy stuff in bulk, so you want to keep going back and buy it.
Okay, I got you. Okay, so considering how many conflicts you are experiencing with other people. Hold on 1 second.
What's up?
Okay, I just want to make sure I hit the record button.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so keeping a log. What is it? It says considering how many conflicts you are experiencing with other people. That's recognizing stress.
Yeah.
Keeping a log of your moods over a month to see how they fluctuate. Asking yourself how you are sleeping at night and how rested you feel. So there will be times when you experience levels of stress, and where it seems like everything that can go wrong does. At such as moments, it can more be useful to consider not if you're stressed, but how stressed you actually are. So all of this is saying, y'all, just pay attention to those signs, but also address those signs.
Yep.
If you feel some type of way, if you feel like your heart is rushing, calm down.
Yeah.
You know, count to 10. Stop and just count to 10. And do it slowly and try to calm yourself down. Close your eyes for like 5 seconds or maybe 10 seconds and try to think of something really, really funny that happened that made you laugh that whole day just about. Because there are things that happen to us sometimes we just get tickled about it and keep getting tickled about it. So think of things that can help you relieve that stress. Now we're going to go to bullying kids in the school because we want to help give you some tips on what can help kids. Because they're going back to school. They're going back Monday the 29th.
Yep.
And we have seen a lot of news about little kids getting bullied and little kids killing themselves, little kids not wanting to go to school, little kids
being afraid to
go to school, little kids getting killed. So it's a lot of bullying going on in the school. I really believe that when they took prayer out of school, that's what really causes these things. But even though they took prayer out of school, don't mean you got to take it out of your home. Do not take prayer out of your home. Always pray over your kids and ask God to put a covering over them when they go to school and a covering over them coming back from school. Ask God to cover them teachers. Ask God to cover the bus drivers because they're just as much as in danger than the kids are too as well.
And then you know kids can bully teachers.
That's what I'm saying. So they just as much
as
in danger.
Not just the kids, but sometimes the kids bully teachers when they can get away with it.
They just as
now
much
that's
in
why
danger.
I love Dr. Mark Witcher, which he's a superintendent somewhere out there now. He had prayer. He would have a whole day where one day of morning, everybody met around the pole and everybody prayed out loud. Everybody, the kids, the teachers, the administrative staff, and we prayed. He had that. Dr. Witcher always loved God, and he always put God first. He prayed in that school. He was there before anybody. So if you have an administrator, principal, or like that love God, they're going to find a way to put God in that school. You may not hear them say it or see it, but they're going to pray.
That's right.
And their school going to run different from other schools because he had a school of excellence. I loved it. Me and Margaret even was excellent. We couldn't believe it. Margaret talking about how in the world did we make it? So, you know, when God is first, no matter what you do, you got to put God first. That's the thing.
It's the key. That's the key. And so how do you get bullied at school? So these are the things that they get, how they get bullied at school. When if you want to know how they got bullied, when you see kids withdrawing from activities and social events more than usual, missing a lot of school, complaining of frequent stomach aches. Oh, my stomach hurt. Oh, I got a headache. Eating less or more than usual. Avoiding going to school or leaving early. Experiencing significant mood changes. Sleeping more or less than in the past. And unexplainable bruises and abrasions. So, you know, those are signs of your kid getting bullied.
Yes.
So, y'all, let's pray that the Lord will keep a covering over them while they're in school, that they won't be bullied. And kids, speaking to y'all, love each other. Encourage each other. Don't bully each other.
Yes, and accept
it's already hard enough as it is in this world that we're living in.
Yes. Dealing
with the pandemic and dealing with just everything that's going on, from the scientists to the White House to wherever. It's a lot of stuff going on. So y'all, let's stick together.
Yeah. And if somebody less fortunate than you, if you can't lend them a helping hand, don't bother them. And teachers, be aware of your students and watch out and make sure that they're not bullying each other. And if they are, do something about it. Take a stand.
And kids too. I thought of this right then. some kids may have more, or more fortunate, like you said,
Yeah.
than other kids.
Yes.
And they will pick it the ones
Yes.
that's more fortunate, not knowing that the ones that are more fortunate might be going through stress
Right.
more than you.
Yes.
So be
Yes.
mindful.
Yes. Let's support each other and love each other. Teachers support the kids. Kids support the teacher. Parents support everybody. You know, the principal, everybody. And if your child do something, you know your child, whether they did it or not. I know my 4 kids, even as adults. And I know some of my grandkids, as far as their personalities and stuff. And you know what your child is doing. Because most of the time they doing it at home too. I know. Because when I was teaching those kids, you know, well, I didn't have a problem with my kids. They love me for some reason. And we still, most of my students and me, we still on Facebook together, still communicate with each other.
Right.
But, you know, I'm just that type. I have favor with kids, favor with God first, and favor with people. So.
Yep, she does. She does. They love her now. I gotta give it in. They love 100. But y'all let's just stick together on that. So today we combined it today with stress.
Yes.
Telling you the signs of symptoms of stress and what we can do to overcome it. And we also told you about bullying the kids at school and how we can overcome that. And that's why our topic was today, dear stress, we are breaking up.
Yes.
So that should be your motto for the rest of this year, y'all. We love you. See you later.
Have a good day.